Hello and welcome back. I'm Luke Lagow, and look what I found. It's a mini blackboard from Dollar Tree. It's sturdy and only costs $1.25. I'm always on the hunt for cheap painting surfaces, and this one seems promising. It does have slightly rounded corners, but that will get covered up in a frame. So I sanded it a bit so it can grab onto the gesso. Let's slap some on. Now, today, I'm going to share with you a few tricks I've picked up on how to paint one of the most neglected and honestly avoided parts of the human anatomy, the hand. I know what it's like to fear hands. I used to look for any way to hide them, in pockets, mittens, or conveniently shrouded in a superhero cape. I even remember drawing characters with pirate hooks or robot pincers to avoid the overwhelming, mind-blowing complexity of the hand. Here's a few things you might not realize. The length between each knuckle is really not that different. The pinky and the index finger are almost the same length, and same goes for the other two fingers. They seem different lengths due to the metacarpal bones here. Okay, so let's just hop into a quick paint sketch and we will explore a little bit more here. So one thing I often think of when I'm tackling a hand is these little linked toys. They're good reference for this kind of hinge that happens on your knuckles. So, we got ourselves a turkey. But let me show you just a few things here. I also often think of knotted wood or tree bark when I'm thinking about knuckles, but for right now we're just going to get them in the right spot. And remember, the little link toy here should kind of fit kind of right in there, just like that. And then we got to remember the tendons that travel down the back of the hand here and down the thumb. And I am willing to go on record here and say that if you add these details to your hands, they're going to look more like a hand. If you add these details to things that aren't hands, they're going to look like a hand. So remember, finger length, knuckle placement, fingernails really help, and tendons. And that's for the back of the hand, which is the more detailed. So let's scrub this out and get another more fun painting going here. I'm going to kind of go the opposite this time. I'm going to scrub out a hand shape. Pretty basic. I'm going to outline it a little bit. Make sure I know where my knuckles are going to be. And I'm just going to start scrubbing away some of the details here. Fingernails. Some crusty tree bark knuckles. Some indications of tendon. And sometimes people have kind of thicker hands, so I did a bit more of a thick finger on the last two, the pinky and the ring finger there. Just a little more fluffy looking. Actually, the pinky kind of looks like it might have a bit of arthritis going on. Veins also. Veins are a good addition. And of course, since it's me, I gotta make this into a character. So I'm putting eyes and a mouth on it too. I gotta make it fun. I mean, hands are fun, but this is even more fun. All the while, you know, just going through, refining it here and there. Haven't quite decided where my light source is going to be yet. I'm leaning on upper left. And this is again just the underpainting. This is, I've heard people call it pickouts. And we're not gonna fret too much about certain things. See, I just changed his eye there. I like this a little bit better. He's got a bit more of an expression going on. Let's add some color. Fingertips tend to be a bit more red than the rest of the hand. The palms are usually pretty red too. Just because that's where blood collects, blood flows more in and out of the fingertips. And remember, when you're putting color over your underpainting, the main thing you have to worry about is matching the value. And you should have a much easier time with it. If you go trying to add too dark or too light over your underpainting, you're going to lose your underpainting completely, and which might be fine for you. I mean, I just kind of do whatever is most interesting to me in the moment. That's what it's all about, right? Every documentary you've ever seen about like a band who right before the band falls apart, what do they always say happens? It wasn't fun anymore, right? They always say, well, it just wasn't fun making the music anymore. If it's not fun for you, then something's wrong. You need to make sure you're having fun, and that's what I'm always trying to do. Guess he's got a touch of the blindness in that left eye there. But he doesn't let it get him down. Work on the gums. Bet you didn't think you'd see someone painting gums in a video about hands, but here we are. And if ever you need to add kind of a 5 o'clock shadow to a character too, a touch of blue in the skin tone there can really give that effect. This is my favorite kind of stuff to do right here, these little touches. Soften that up a little bit with another brush. Might have a bit of eczema. Looking back on it, I think I missed an opportunity here to have a frayed sweater. It looks kind of like a sleeve. Oh, let's give this hand a hand. That's not funny. Let's get a grip on this knucklehead. Now we're doing the inside of a hand, the palm. These are generally easier. You just gotta, again, make sure you've got your distance between the knuckles correct. And the three most meaty parts of the hand there. The thumb is like the major one. And the palm there, the meaty bit. He's waving, saying, "Come on over. Come on over to my house. Come inside." Just a few more touches of dark here and there to make things pop. And I think this time this one's ready to sign. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if this helped you at all. Share it with your friends, share it with your enemies. And I also have a Patreon now, if any of you are interested. It's the Halloween season. This may be my last video before Halloween, so have an awesome Halloween. And thank you all very much for watching. Have a great week.